Of course. So to the CHH thing, well, do you consider yourself CHH, Christian hip hop? And when did you kind of like consciously decide from I want to make positive Christian music to I'm gonna be in CHH, if you ever did that?
Right. No, it's a good question, bro. And I think somebody in another interview, somebody asked me that, and I'm gonna keep it like 1,000 with you. So I definitely represent God, Jesus Christ, and that's who I'm giving my gift back to. You know what I mean? But as far as here's what I believe: when we get before God, I don't think that's going to be a question that He asks, "Were you CHH or
right?
Were you a rapper? Were you a Christian rapper, or you know what I'm saying, a rapper who just Christian?" Yeah. And so I don't think that's going to be a question when we stand before God. And so I tend not to put a whole bunch of emphasis on it. Mm-hmm. And so I literally let people label me whatever they want to label me. I have people who are like CHH or NCHH heavy, like yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so I literally just want to love on anybody who's around me. You know what I mean? Whether they be secular, whether they be CHH, I'm just going to show you the same love. And so whatever you choose to label me, that's cool. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I just choose not to focus super heavy on it. I would like 2008. Well, let me just say, I would say, 2008, after I heard 116, that was the time frame that I was like, that's the direction that God wants me to go. And that's, there is a realm of people who are giving their gifts back to God, and it's a real thing. And so I gravitated towards CHH, you know what I mean?
I think it's smart, because we've had this conversation a bunch. It's smart to kind of like not put so much emphasis on the label, because for multiple reasons. One of them, like, I didn't even really think about it the way you said it, where, I mean, God's not going to be like, were you CHH or were you a rapper or Christian? But like some of the most successful people we see who are Christians who rap didn't box themselves into that. We talk about Toby all the time.
Yeah.
And then someone like NF, and then even maybe you can consider like Chance the Rapper, and further from that, Kanye is kind of different. But it's like you can have that impact on different people because you're not boxing yourself in this little box where it's like, oh, I'm CHH.
Yeah.
All these unwritten and written rules that kind of come with that.
Yeah, and let's keep it 1,000, bro. The thing is, once somebody hears that you are a certain thing, this goes outside of music as well. Once you tell somebody, oh, I'm this, they automatically, their mind gravitates towards, oh, he must be this, or he's talking about this, or he's about this life. And so I would rather the art speak for itself than for you to already have some type of preconceived notion of what I represent. You know what I mean? And so they'll figure it out, bro. Just like it, just like at your job. Like when something crazy is going on and you just choose not to participate, and be like, I wonder why he's not doing that. Exactly. Or I wonder why he doesn't cuss, he doesn't smoke.
Right.
They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? And so
that's definitely something I got to work on when it comes to like just letting the music speak. Cause I always find myself, and it's probably because I've kind of ingrained myself so much into CHH, which I'm not gonna say it was a mistake, but it's what I did when I was first starting. I was like, I'm CHH through and through. But it's like, I find myself defending myself before I've even played my music, where I'm like, I'm in CHH, it's Christian hip hop, but it's not what you think. Instead of just being like, I'm a rapper. Like, I don't think I've ever even just said that to somebody. Like, I say I'm a rapper, and then instantly it's like, I'm a Christian. Like, I just let it play, and then they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Instead of
this is crazy. I mean, you're completely right, bro. Like, so for instance, I know both of us work at Duke. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, when I check out people, whatever. So when somebody walks up to the desk, I don't go, I'm a Christian checkout person. So you got to act a certain way around me, bro. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I just do my job. And if a situation comes up to where it warrants me representing God, you know what I mean? Then I do so.
Right.
But it's like, I'm a Christian Duke employee and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, I don't, it's not realistic.
Like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And so.
That's a real quick little tangent. The funniest, I don't know if you know Jason, JASXN. He tweeted today, it kind of blew up. He was like, should Christians breathe secular air?
I saw that, bro, and I chuckled. Yeah, I was like, yo.
That was hilarious. Because, like, it's like a joke, but it's also real. Because I guarantee you there'd be someone that's like, well, we shouldn't be. It's just like, we're in the world, not of the world. So, like, but you're still in the world. You're going to be around. There's not one job I can think of other than, like, preacher. where you're going to be around Christians 20, even then you're not going to be around them 24/7. So it's like, there's no need for you to be like, I'm a Christian checkout person. You got to be this way.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary, bro. And a lot of these things, that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of these things, these constraints, we put on ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like think about it, even when Jesus was walking around and he saw the adulteress at the well. You know what I'm saying? Or the like it's not the adulteress. I'm sorry, I'm tripping, messing my stories up. But like, it was the super religious people who were like, look what he's doing, this and the third. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I'm out here trying to love on folks.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And so, like, again, it's always the religious, you know what I'm saying? The religion that puts constraints and tries to restrain and all that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, like, I really feel like God, we can breathe regular air. It doesn't have to be Christian.
Exactly. I think we talk about people that get a little too legalistic, where it's like, you're just scaring away. Like, I had this debate with Coop earlier in the year talking about what Christian artist or album is more effective when it comes to like spreading the gospel. And it was like, was it Kanye's, what was that project, the Christian project he put out?
I know what you're talking about, because we did a little song off that.
Yeah, joint. I can't remember the name of it for some reason. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Jesus King, right? Yeah, Jesus King.
I think I'm. You see it. It's like a blue disc.
Yeah, I think it's Jesus King. It was that, and I said, or Good Kid, Mad City. And while like Jesus King is very like explicitly Christian and about like the Bible, I said Good Kid, Mad City might relate to more people because Kendrick tells a whole story throughout the album of how he used to be this way and hang out with these people and do these things, and then eventually like found God and then kind of changed his life around, and now he's prospering, you know? So it's like, I feel like that almost will relate to more people in the world instead of just not spewing, but like kind of preaching out verses that only people who are already Christians would understand, or like stuff that you wouldn't know. So both are impactful, but I feel like if you only, to use CHH for an example, if you only hang out in the little CHH bubble and are rapping for each other and the little CHH fans and artists, you're not reaching anybody else.
That's real, bro. And I know that people, and that's a whole different conversation. I know that people have said, like, yo, CHH, they're just rapping to each other. Right?
It feels like it sometimes.
And just to add on to what you were saying, bro, like, I feel like you have to meet people where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I can't just go to somebody on the block who's really maybe they've heard of God and Jesus, but they don't really know the intricacies about the gospel. Right. And I can't just go to them and start talking about parables. Yeah. You know what I mean? And be like, bro, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, bro. You know what I mean? Like, are you on that God stuff? Because it's sounding weird right now. Like, you know, and so, like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is, people are at different levels in their walk.
Exactly.
While somebody may be Christian, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're where you are in your walk with God. And so I think that's the beautiful thing about CHH. You know what I'm saying? There's different music in different lanes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they are. But as far as as far as the music reaching the lost, I feel like it just depends on where they are. Yeah. But I do agree. The other one with Kendrick, I feel like that. I think it may be a little bit more effective because you can't speak Chinese to somebody, you know what I'm saying, who doesn't understand it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So.
And then, sir. Well, like quickly.
So when I was younger, I would say, like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger.
That's good.
Like, yeah, kind of. Like you don't want to be like
indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was
on the same beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.